Hello everyone, welcome yet again to another Friday new product post where we talk about all the new products that we have for the week and we even demo a couple of them. So let's get started and see what we have. First up, we've got these two different die-cast aluminum enclosures. We don't have a whole lot of enclosures on the site and we're trying to fix that. So these are our two newest enclosures that we have. They are this nice die-cast solid, very solid aluminum enclosures. A little word about the solidness and the robustness of these cases. We did a little video where we did a stress test on just exactly how strong these are. We'll link to that in this video as its own completely separate video, so you should definitely watch that. If you're looking for a case that you want to, well, withstand a lot of force and be very strong, you might want to check out either one of these cases. Moving on. This is the smaller of the two, and you can see it's about, that big. We've got the full dimensions and a little drawing on the website so you can see if it's going to work out for your board. Each one has this little removable lid. We've got 4 screws, which just go into the corners like that. And the case has this nice little lip on it, so it fits nice and snug. And then we have this slightly bigger one. Looks like this. And it has the same inside profile as the other, just the 4 screws. You don't have any mounting or anything down there. These are just your simple, basic cases that you would use to throw in a board, drill your own mounting holes, do your own thing with. It comes in this just raw, semi-brushed finish. Now with this you could brush it a little bit more with some sandpaper. You could wet sand it, which is just a very fine grit sandpaper that you use with water and wet sand it. There's a lot of different ways you could finish this off. You could leave it raw if you wanted. It looks perfectly fine on its own. But you could use a primer and some spray paint and finish it off that way. You could powder coat it if you want. There's a lot of different things that you could do with these. It's going to be a little bit difficult with, an X-Acto knife to cut a hole in this or anything, but if you have a drill or a Dremel, you should be fine putting your own holes in these. So we've got these two different sizes, and definitely check out the video for the full durability test on these. Next up, we've got this lovely blower. This is a 6 to 12 volt DC blower, and the blower is just squirrel cage fan right there, and it's just made to blow a lot of air. I think this was originally intended for like inflatable toys and things like that. So you could use it for inflatable costumes, you could use it for a confetti blower. There's a lot of different things you could use this for. You could even use this for a hovercraft of sorts. And we've got a little demo set up for that, so more on that later. This is designed to work from 6 to 12 volts. We found it really does push quite a bit of air, about 15 volts. I've got a supply over here. I'll show you just kind of, give you a gauge of what it looks like at 6 volts and 12 volts. We do have the CFM ratings on the data sheet, so there's your scientific proof, but let's just hook it up and see what happens. The tried and true sticky note test. So, there you go. That's what it looks like against a sticky note at 6 volts. It's very scientific. Let's go up to 12. So there we go. That's 12. That's going good. So it pushes a lot more air at 12 volts. Still not a ton, but it could definitely inflate something at this point. Now, this is only rated up to 12 volts, but whenever we get something, the very first thing we do is hook it up well beyond its rated and just see what happens. So let's see what this is like around 15 to 18. Now we're talking. So this is actually blowing a substantial amount of air, and we're drawing about 1.2 amps right now. If we go back to 12, we're pulling about 0.7, 0.8 amps, and this says it's rated for 0.9 amps, so it's about right on. And as you can see, if we go back to like 6, not a whole lot coming out of it, but still a decent amount of air. I'm sure this gives you a great indication of what I'm feeling right now. So this is, just kind of a quick example of the blower, but let's take a look at the actual project that we built. That will probably give you a better idea. So Nick and I are actually training up for the Summer Olympics. I don't think we're going to make it, but you know, to be honest, we're more of Winter Olympic kind of guys. So what we've done to prepare for the Winter Olympics competition is we've made this. We've taken our handy DC blower and we've turned it into a very sick project. This is the SparkFun Indoor Curling Kit, the SICK. It includes one of the blowers, an Arduino, a couple of batteries, and this sharp infrared sensor. Push the button, it turns on, and it's essentially a hovercraft. And when this inflates, it will slowly deflate unless it sees some kind of input from the sensor, let's say a broom or a brush or something of that nature. So you would turn it on, release it, and then use a brush or something to interact with the sensor, and that would keep it inflated, and well, there you have it, it's curling, or at least our loose interpretation of it. So let's turn on and see what it looks like. Welcome to virtual curling. So there you have it, another Friday new product post. We've got a lot of great stuff this week, and as always, check out the rest of the new product post, and we'll see you again next week with another Friday new product post.